Before any treatment, what we do is we test the surface to see how it measures up to the ADA and OSHA requirements for slip resistance. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of water on the floor, and then Greg is going to put the meter on there. And if the floor is safe, we'll come up with a reading of 0.6. Anything lower than that, the surface needs to be treated.
Yeah, we were at 0.25.
So this floor is in definite need of a treatment. So when we get done, we will make sure that this floor meets that requirement at 0.6 or higher. And what's really nice is that the surface of the floor will not be changed in any manner. We don't put a product on there that's going to change the surface, the appearance. You won't even know that it's been done unless something wet has been put on the floor, and then it becomes more slip resistant. What Greg is doing now is applying the product. We'll put a nice even coat on the floor itself. Again, what we're trying to accomplish here is making the floor safe for the tenants, their customers, and employees here in their break room. Greg will apply this. We've determined that we're going to leave this on the surface for 30 minutes. At that time, we will then test it to make sure to see whether or not we have reached the coefficient of friction we'd like. What I'm doing now that Greg has sprayed the surface is a slight agitation, and it's more to make sure the chemical is covering the entire floor. Now, our product being on the floor itself, when we are done, we actually remove all the product that we're using to make the floor slip resistant. So there will not be any residue on the floor surface itself that could chip, crack, peel, discolor. That's not going to happen with the no-slip treatment. One of the side benefits of what we do here, and since we're working on the floor surface on a microscopic level, we're actually opening the pores of the surface and creating a change in the pattern of the flooring itself. Again, you can't see it or feel it, but one of the byproducts is that by doing that, we actually clean the floor or the surface as well. Stop the process. Once he has applied that, then we'll take mop and bucket and we'll mop the floor up, and the whole process will be complete. And what's really nice is that the floor will be immediately usable by the client. There's no curing time for the floor itself because we're removing everything that we use to actually create the slip resistance. So the floor can be used immediately. Okay, we've treated the floor. It took us approximately 35 minutes to treat the floor to what we're hoping with the meter reading to be show a safe level. Each surface is a little bit different. Some surfaces will be treated in 15 minutes, some will be 40 minutes, and anything in between. And what we do is we test the surface prior to the application to make sure that the timing is required to make that the treatment effective. So Greg's now going to run the meter across, see where we are.
And we got it up to 0.63.
This floor is now safe and meets both ADA and OSHA requirements for slip resistance, and the owner of this building can feel safe now.